Editing immersive video in Premiere 2019 or later is a breeze. You can create a new project just as you normally would. You're going to bring your stitch footage into your bin along with any audio tracks you have. When you bring your footage into your timeline, you can match that timeline to the settings on the clip. You'll also want to open up the sequence settings and ensure that the Video is VR Monoscopic 360 is selected at the bottom. Once you've done this, you can enable VR viewing of your clips by clicking on the plus button here, then dragging the VR viewer button onto your toolbar. Clicking on the wrench will enable you to change the viewing options. To replicate the field of view of the YouTube Magic Window, you'll want to set the field of view here to 154 by 87. Now, when you click on the VR viewer button, you can pan around your scene just like on YouTube. With the Adobe Immersive Environment tool, you can watch your preview window in a VR headset. Now you'll be able to arrange, cut, and color your clips just like in a normal video. Just be careful of effects like vignetting that are not applied evenly across the screen. If your effects treat the edges of your video differently, you will have strange inconsistencies across your 360 video. The same thing applies to transitions. Fades will work, while wipes won't. Premiere also has some transitions that are meant for VR in the Immersive Video Transitions menu. What if the point of interest in one clip is over to the right, while in the next clip it's behind you? You'll want to ensure that the point of interest remains in line so viewers can follow the action clearly and not feel disoriented. You can use the offset effect from the Effects tab and scrub the X value on the clip so that they are aligned with each other. Now it's time to add your titles. You'll want to add a title larger than you normally would, and then apply the VR plane to sphere effect. The VR plane to sphere effect will shrink your title. This will also warp your titles the same way as your equirectangular lat long, so that when the video is reprojected onto a sphere, the titles will look straight. You can rescale your titles and change the settings as needed while viewing in your VR viewer. Under the VR plane to sphere effect, you'll select Rotate Projection and change the setting values to make sure that your title is where it should be in the scene. You can also use the scale to make your title larger or smaller. Great job! You're ready to export your 360 video. You'll want to check that your bitrate is high enough to maximize the quality of your video. For a 4K video at 30 frames per second, you'll want a bitrate around 35 to 45 megabits per second. Make sure that the Video is VR section is checked at the bottom with Monoscopic 360. This will add the metadata that YouTube needs to automatically play back your video as a VR video.